Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my new YouTube channel, Quickbooks for Construction. I created this channel so that people in the construction industry who use QuickBooks, Desktop, Premier, Pro, have a resource that's totally dedicated to the construction industry and focusing on the job costing section of construction, which is the most important thing that we're all trying to use QuickBooks for, is to making sure that our jobs are accurate and that you're getting really good information. So a little bit about me. I'm a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor, not just for the online version, but for desktop and enterprise as well. I've been a QuickBooks consultant since 1995, a CPA, and had 20 years of construction industry experience. I also conduct training seminars, both live and webinars, in the construction industry for QuickBooks specifically. And you can reach me at my contact information below. The first thing that I want to talk about today is that I strongly believe that job costing starts before you open QuickBooks. And I've identified certain keys to success. The first thing is job numbering. And I know many of my clients, or several of them, don't always use job numbering, but I think that it's extremely important. And so in QuickBooks, typically you would set up, you have your customer name, and then you have your jobs that are sub-customers underneath the customer name. And so I believe it's really important so that you can distinguish between jobs is to have a job number. So I'm really a stickler about that. So with record keeping, it's much more helpful with record keeping that all your costs are allocated to the job number. This is true for vendor, field staff, and management. So you're all on the same page with the job, particularly if you have a large number of jobs. The next key is job tracking. So this would be tracking the status of all of your jobs, making sure that you have a really good system in place for change orders, for contracts, for waivers, for tracking retention. And so the question is that we do this inside or outside of QuickBooks? And so we'll delve more into that in further videos. The next issue is systems. Are your systems scalable for growth? Is your system set up for maximum job cost benefit? Is your timekeeping by job? This is one of the significantly important areas of QuickBooks, because if you don't have the right version, if you don't have job costing turned on, if you don't have everything set up properly, then you don't get the reports and the information that you need in the end. And it's way more time consuming to go back and fix it than it is to start out right. Finally, training. Training is really important because we tend to have some turnover in the industry, but particularly when you're doing job costing in QuickBooks, system in place, doing cross-training, keeping up with industry changes and software improvements. These are all really important things that a good job costing system has as its kind of baseline. So that brings me to the job costing pyramid. I created the job costing pyramid to express how important it was for each of these pieces. So I believe that the job costing pyramid represents all of the pieces that you need to have in place so that you can adequately get the right numbers and have good job costing so that you can run your business and your jobs better. So the bottom of the pyramid, I think, is processes. Before we even get into software, if you don't have a good process, it doesn't matter what software you're using. It's the garbage in, garbage out theory. So having job numbers, good record keeping, job identification, organization, tracking sheets, time tracking, super important. And how you do that, and that everybody's on board with it. The next section of the job costing pyramid is software. Is it scalable? Do you have a proper setup? Does it fit the company's needs? Do you have electronic timekeeping? Software is the next step in that. And so answering all of those questions And fulfilling all of the items within the job costing pyramid will help you get to the top. The next piece is training. There's always something changing, new software updates, new processes, new legislation, new requirements. And so you have all of those processes documented. You have cross training in case someone gets sick or leaves. And finally, is your training program ongoing? So all of these three things are the key to getting to that top level of the job costing pyramid where we want job cost reporting. And job cost reporting is supported by all of the things underneath it, the processes, the software, the training. And so that's why I created this pyramid, to have a visual representation of what it takes to actually get really good job cost information. Stay tuned, and I will be promoting and sending out more videos coming in the next few weeks. Thank you.